Money Monster is a thriller, stars George Clooney. He's like a Stephen Colbert, he's like a talk show host. And the show is called Money Monster. You know, they talk about stocks and investing and all that kind of stuff. And like while they're filming live, like a guy comes on with a gun and a bomb vest and holds George Clooney hostage. And I'm like, that sounds awesome. George Clooney's gonna blow up. Who doesn't want to see George Clooney blow up? I can't wait to see this movie. And for the first half of the movie, it's a very well-directed, appropriately tense thriller. George Clooney's good. Julia Roberts is like his, you know, like director. Like he's got an earpiece that she's talking to him with, and she's like commanding cameras and like getting information off the set and stuff. And this movie starts like right off the bat. It's like just boom, camera on. It's like we're in the middle of a show about to start. It's like get all this stuff ready. Come on, we're going live. I love it. I love it when a movie just starts. It just kicks into gears. Like we don't need like some dumb backstory about George Clooney and his wife. We don't need to see him driving to his job. Just started at the job. Cut all that nonsense. Thanks. And George Clooney's really good in the movie. Julia Roberts is really good in the movie. And the bad guy with the weird brownish red facial hair is really good in the movie. The scenes that involve one or all three of them are very engaging. While they're in the studio, while they're in this confined space, that's where the movie thrives and succeeds. Just watching George Clooney stall so that the cops can get around and do stuff. Watching him discuss money-ish topic stuff with this guy. I won't say what happens, but the end of this movie, it forgets why the movie was successful, I think, and it kind of like abandons that and does something else, and it feels so disconnected, and it doesn't make any sense realism-wise, and it just goes for like this kind of like what is right and wrong preachy thing that I couldn't care less about. There are a couple emotional moments in the movie that fall completely flat when George Clooney's like, what is a life worth? That was like, no. Stop. But other than that, his acting's good, his delivery's good. And two other things near the end that I'll talk about after I give the rating. Other than that, Money Monster is like very engaging for enough of the movie to get it to a 7. Spoilers. But at the end is like the cops really let George Clooney march his bomb vest down the middle of freaking Wall Street into a bunch of people. You're telling me the cops didn't gun him down while that was him. That wasn't him being dragged hostage. That was George Clooney forcibly moving away from it's like they evacuated the studio to get people away from the bomb, and that was so dumb. And then at the end, when it turns out that the bomb isn't a bomb, it's just clay, and I guess they're trying to make it feel for the bad guy. It's like, he's a victim, you know, of the system and all that, and him dying, getting shot was really, really sad. Again, George Clooney is like, by the end of this movie, George Clooney should be in jail with what he's walking around with his bomb vest for. At the end of the day, he's a bad guy. Whether it was a real bomb or not, it's assault. He's threatening someone's life, and he's waving around a live gun with people. I didn't care about him or sympathize with him, and he should have been shot. So that didn't really work for me, but the rest of the movie is relatively unique and good a movie. Thank you for watching. I'm Lucy Thompson. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.